Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. This is Soshiance. In this tutorial I'm just showing you how to configure NAT, Network Address Translation Protocol. First of all, let's have a look. NAT stands for Network Address Translation Protocol, which is translating internal private IP addresses to one or more public IP address. Before everything, you should get your public IP address and your default gateway from your ISP. Then assign your IP address, configure your routing protocol, and finally configure your NAT. Mainly there are three types of NAT, which in this video I'm going to configure all of them one by one. The first one is static NAT 1-to-1. The second one is a PAT, Port Address Translation Protocol, which is translating all the internal IP addresses to one public IP address. And we have the Dynamic NAT. The internal network will be as an access list and will be translated all of them to a pool of public IP addresses. There are some terms that you should know, which is inside local, firstly, the IP address that we assign locally in our devices, and the inside global, the IP address that we configure in our NAT, and our inside local addresses will be translated to. We have outside local, also we have outside global, that the IP addresses that we want to access remotely. Okay, let's go to the configuration. As you can see in this diagram, I have already designed, I have assigned the IP addresses, and I have configured the default route from this router to our ISP, which is this router, and from this router to our border router to this router. So there is successful connection between our device. Let me check the connection from PC1. I go and I ping, ping 192.168.0.10, which is this IP address, and you can see the receiving file. And if I ping 200.200.5, you can see I'm receiving the flag. So I have configured the default route from this router to this router and vice versa. Now the only thing which is remaining, now I am going to border router and I start configuration of NAT. We are already in the global configuration mode. So you can specify the DNS server. So here I'm using the Google DNS. So your ISP may have the DNS server. You can use them IP name server for the two. Okay. So now I'm going to interface this interface VBDNet 0/1, which is this interface, toward our LAN, and I'm typing IP NAT inside exit. Now I'm going to this interface server 0/0/0, this interface, and I'm typing IP NAT outside. You are exit. Okay, so starting with the static NAT, I'm typing IP NAT inside sources and static IP address. Let's say this one. Source and static IP address 192.168.0.2, and it will be translated to 200.200.200.1, which is this IP address. Now it is done. Now I go to this PC, and from this PC I ping, that's okay. I'm just going to ping 200.200.200.5. You can see I'm receiving the flag. Now I go to this border router exit, and I'm typing show IP NAT translation. You can see here it is, our inside IP address, our inside local 192.168.0.2, which is this PC, has been translated to 200.200.200.1 with different port numbers. This is 17 and the second packet 18. So just the only thing which is different, the port numbers. Okay, this is the static NAT. Now let's remove the static NAT and let's configure PAT, which is I'm typing show running config. Okay, where is that? Here it is, IP NAT. Just like copy, configure terminal, and no IP NAT inside sources. Okay. And now I'm configuring the path for the address translation protocol. The whole network, our LAN will be as an access list and will be translated to one public IP address, which is 200.200.200.1. Let's move on with path. First of all, let's create an access list. IP access list. We are giving the, okay, it should be standard, just a number. Let's say 10. And permit which network, 192.168.0.0, which is this network. And now it's asking for the wildcard mask. We are typing the wildcard mask 0.0.0.255. Do right. Okay, so now I'm just configuring the NAT, IP NAT. Inside source will be a list. The list was access list 10. That will be translated to interface. So yeah, 0/0/0, which is this interface. And now if I go to this PC, if I ping 200.200.200.5, I'm sitting with 5. Now I go to PC 1 and I ping 200.200.200.5 and I'm receiving a reply. Now I go to border router and I'm typing show IP NAT translation. You can see this is our local IP, local inside local IP address. 0.2, which is this PC, and this one is 0.1, which is this PC1. Both of them have been translated to 200.1, which is this. Okay, this is the path for address translation protocol. Now let's remove path and let's configure the dynamic. Show running config. This IP source, okay, this one. Configure terminal, no IP NAT, that, do right, and the dynamic NAT. The internal network will be an access list and the IP addresses that we are configuring will be 1, 4, which can be configured global configuration mode, configure terminal, and I'm typing, first of all I'm creating a pool, IP NAT pool, and I'm giving a name, for example pool 1, P1, and the starting IP address should be 200.200.200.1 and up to 200, let's say 4. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4 IP addresses, and we're specifying the net mask will be 255.255.255. Let's say 248/29, and here is all. We created the pool, and now we are configuring the NAT, IP NAT inside. So source will be list 10 and it will be pool P1. You are okay. So this is configured. Now simultaneously I'm going to this PC ping and this PC. So you can see simultaneously I'm going to ping and both of them will be using different public IP, this one and this one. Okay, so now I go to this router. I'm typing show IP NAT translation. The dynamic NAT. You can see this is a 0.1. Our PC1 used this public IP address 200.200.200.1. PC2 has used the second IP address, which is 200.200.200.2. So it was about the NAT, network address translation protocol. You can type show IP NAT static to see some details about your NAT configurations. And okay, so it's all here. IP NAT translation. Show IP NAT translation. Okay, so it's all. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe.